Hello. Let people know that I'm live. Okay. Um, I will be right back. So just chill on the starting soon screen. I'm gonna be using the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Hello, Silva. Sorry, I just had to use the bathroom and I didn't want to be late to start stream, so I waited till stream started, then I ran to the bathroom. I've shared that I am live. All of the places I care to. There. Most of them. There. Notification. Cool. Alright. Oh, it would help if I booted up my model. I forget that a surprising amount considering I'm a VTuber. Also, I did the, alright. I did the, whatchamacallit, the thumbnail a little bit differently this time. Use a different picture of my model. Thought it'd be nice to change things up. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see. Go. All right. So, how was everybody's weekend? I know I saw you, Silva, when we watched some anime together. We finally got to one of my favorite parts in Macross Delta, where Freya just yeets herself off the side of the ship. That, like, and it's really funny to think about how far Macross has come. Like, we went from the original Macross, which was like a relatively standard, like, sci-fi thing that had that sci-fi anime that featured a love triangle. It was because of how old it is. It was the oldest anime to feature. Hey Nabiru, it was the oldest anime to feature a love triangle as a core part of the plot. I believe it is. I read somewhere that it was. But it's like that's like the core defining feature of the original Macross series, and then like to have come and like music played a part in that. Like the whole thing with Minmay being a singer and like the Zentradi being obsessed with her songs. But then to have come so far that like you have them using, like in Macross 7, using music as weapons. It gets kind of hectic and crazy. Anyway, how was your weekend, Nabiru? You do anything exciting? I know Silva's probably grumpy because the Final Fantasy XIV servers are down. Oh, what memes? I did see the memes you sent me earlier, Silva. The ones about Final Fantasy 14 being down and like being like lost and not sure what to do or whatever. I responded to him. I saw this one. So there's this content creator, this VTuber, Lucy Pyre, who like does like show him on screen. Oh goodness. There's this content creator, Lucy Pyre, who does much more adult content than I do, and like makes a lot of jokes and makes a lot of adult jokes and adult references in her content. And she makes Final Fantasy 14 content among other things. And she always, not always, but she very often does like musical bits as part of the videos, whether it be the ending or whatever. And she recently, like for like around Christmas last year, released a song that was like it was making fun of Final Fantasy 14, but it was making fun of the ERP community, and it was really funny. And I keep thinking I'm gonna send it to you, Silva, but I always forget. But I realize you probably don't even interact with the RP community. Working on some quiz ideas. Ooh, that's exciting, Nabaru. So, in my Sunday Lancer game, we had an interesting adventure where, like, because I've been kind of on a Zoids kick, I've introduced Zoids into my Lancer game, and I've introduced them as this House of the Baronies that has their exclusive technology and all that other stuff. And I've been planning this whole thing for like if the players like to make them a recurring part of the story, whether it be like some of them be villains, some of them be allies, and to build up the context and like the stuff between the two, between the players and the House of Z, which is a thing I came up with for how Lancer would be how Zoids would be introduced to Lancer. But like last night's session, everything went sideways when one of the players intentionally woke up the Death Soar, which is this huge like ancient super weapon of a Zoid, in order to like cover their exit when they were trying to sneak in and do like some Mission Impossible stuff inside of this base. And there was a whole thing with like a huge death toll and destruction, and like the players were like, well, we've just made an enemy, maybe we should completely change our plans, completely change the direction we're going, and completely leave this region of space. After I just went through all the stuff of learning about this region of space in the lore in order to create adventures and stories in that area, and the players were just like, well, I guess we gotta leave. And I'm like, I didn't say anything because like it's the story's about the players, right? The story is about the players. They are the main characters. That's how that works, and I understand that. But it was still really, it was a moment, right? And the players, they didn't entirely settle on leaving. They came to a slightly different conclusion, and they were like, maybe we could just like work on some things, do this, that, and the third differently, or make some allies, in order to like not be flying solo all the time. And So they're not entirely settled on leaving this region of space, which is nice because that means that like I didn't just waste the last 2 weeks learning this part of the Lancer lore. And they made an enemy out of like one of the two sides of the House of Z. And I'm like, well, I had just been preparing for them to possibly unlock getting mechs from them. And it was a whole thing. But I'm still gonna prep for it because there's still a chance. And I want it to be available for my players. And like I did on the last thing we were working on, when I was doing a development stream, I mentioned that like I've started going on the Lancer Discord and showing off what I'm working on in order to get input. It was really interesting because I posted stuff today, and like I just wanted to get like one thing looked at, and it turned into an all-day thing, and it just kept going, and it's like people are starting to know me there and recognize what I'm working on, and like to have people be like, well, I don't want this to be just like your other license, and I'm like, they remember with my other project that I was working on. And that just seems completely like the fact that other people are remembering these projects that I'm working on just feels completely bizarre to me. But I'm also glad that I decided to like work out whether these would work before I go through the trouble of like putting them into LCPs and coding them into the game. Because if I went through the trouble of coding them in to being able to be used as in CompCon and in Foundry, and then found out that they were unbalanced and had to go back and edit them, I would be super frustrated. But like at this point where I haven't put any of them in and everything's in flux and I'm just designing everything right now. So that's nice. But yeah, so it was really funny because like, so how the players are doing it. Well, how I did it was I said there's this base that's run by the Gylos Empire, which is one of the villains from the Zoids franchise, right? And I'm like, you have all of these missions where all of these different factions want a piece of this base. They want stuff from this base. And so the players had to choose what missions they were going to try to accomplish. And they decided, because one group wanted them to negotiate some kind of like a partnership, a trade deal with them. And they're like, okay, we're going to send in one group to do like, we're going to send in one group to do a diplomatic mission, and then the other two are going to sneak in and plant this device in order to gain access to their system, and also steal some data from their stuff, right? And one of the things that was interesting was like as they were going and they were sneaking through these security checkpoints because they had on these stealth hard suits that make them invisible. They came across the first security checkpoint they got to. There was a guard there who was like very attentive, and they're like, that guard's gonna notice the keypad getting hacked. And so they knocked him unconscious and took his key card. And they tried tucking him underneath the desk so people wouldn't see him, but like they just left him. And I was like, okay, so now every little bit you're gonna have to roll, and there's gonna be a 50% chance that Actually, it's like 55%. No, it was 45% chance that he gets found. Because 1 to 9 was they find him. 10 and up is they don't find him. And they made it through really far before the guy got found. And then the place got locked down. And I'm happy that I managed to make it work into the story about like what it meant, like for them finding the guy. And it was really interesting. And then the players had to make choices, and one of the players was like very determined to be like, I hate these people, I hate everything they stand for, I hate their nobility, and like I hate their leadership and the nobles and the not the concept of being noble, but like they're rich people. Like I hate them and I want to kill all of them. I want to unalive them. That was essentially what one of the players wanted, one of the characters wanted. And so they knew that there was this massive Zoid that was being experimented on, that was being sedated and kept under so it could be studied and slowly assembled over time. And they're like, I'm gonna wake it, but they didn't know what was gonna happen when they woke it up. Oh my gosh, Nabiru. We're not gonna be, well, I guess we might get to that point. I don't know how far we're gonna get today. When it comes to the Zoid games, there's been a different series of Zoids games, right? And Zoids Saga was the RPG one, right? The one that's a JRPG. Then there's Zoids Versus, which is a fighting game that does kind of still have mission mode and story mode and stuff. But like in Zoids Saga, only Zoids Saga 2 made it over here and was officially released over here as Zoids Legacy. And when it comes to the Zoids Versus series, only Zoids Versus 2 was released over here as Zoids Battle Legends. I own both of those. I don't know where my Zoids Legacy game is though. But I know my Battle Legends game is in storage. And I've always wanted to play the other Zoids games. And I was doing some research because I was like, hey, I wonder if any other Zoids games got released. There was Zoid Assault for the Xbox 360, but that was kind of it was a war game tacked on with Zoid concepts, but didn't even, like, it used Zoid models for some of the units, but like it didn't really delve into the like Zoid storyline. It was a tactical game. And I may play Zoid Assault at some point. But we'll see. But then sorry, I had to yawn. When I was doing some research, I found out that there was this guy. Let me pull up his name. I put him in the description. I put a link to his Ko-fi in the description. Tracy Trace. I think it's a dude. I don't know who it is. I don't know what Tracy Trace's pronouns are. But it's a person. And they developed a English patch for Zoids Saga DS. And they also developed a patch for Zoids Versus 3. So I may get Zoids Versus 3 in here in order to play through some of that. Which that could be very exciting. But so what happened, I was trying to decide which Zoids Saga game I wanted to do, because I could just replay Zoids Legacy, right? I think it's Zoids Legacy. It's something with an L, or is that Battle Legends? Yeah, Zoids Legacy. I could just replay Zoids Legacy, which is essentially Zoids Saga 2, but I remember bits of that story. And so Zoids Saga takes place before Zoids Saga 2, and then some of the characters from Zoids Saga make cameos in Zoids Saga 2, right? And I always wondered what those characters' story was because I never really knew those characters' story. And when I was doing research into the different Zoids games, I found out that Zoids Saga 3 is kind of a similar concept, except Zoids Saga 3, you're just playing through the storyline of Fuzors, of the Fuzor series, is most of what you're playing through in Zoids Saga 3. And I'm like, I'm not really super into doing the whole Fuzor story. And I wanted more from it, and I found out that Zoids Saga DS is a revisiting and a retelling of the first Zoids Saga game, except it introduces a couple new series, and you do visit the world of Zoids Saga 2 in part of your adventure, which I'm like, that'll be cool. That'll be interesting to see, right? Because they do a lot of time and space shenanigans. So I was like, let's do it. I don't know if we're gonna finish the game. I mean, we're obviously not finishing tonight. It's a JRPG. But I don't know how many streams we're gonna have of this game, but I thought, you know what, let's give it a try. I saw that some people have done video series of playthroughs and let's plays of it on YouTube before, so I figure it's mostly safe. I'm still gonna be having background music just in case. Oh my gosh. Goodness gravy. Tired. I haven't been sleeping during the day because I get started working on one of the Zoids licenses. Like, I meant to take a nap at 4 o'clock, but then like I was getting a lot of like feedback and I was working on things. And by the time I finished the Zoids license that I was working on for the Koenig Wolf, it was like, it was like 6:30 and I needed to make some food. And then I made some food. I was still getting a couple other feedback and I was like, I could start working on another project. And then by the time I was done with that, I hadn't even gotten finished with that. I just gotten started with it and was sorting through some things when my food was done, because I cooked rice and then I had to go get the stuff from the rice cooker in order to make everything else. And then it was time to make the stream. It was time to set up the stream in YouTube's. And I did that. And yeah, that I laid down for like 40 minutes, like 30-40 minutes, just to lay down for a little bit to rest my eyes. But like, I'm probably going to bed right after stream, just because I did not sleep really at all today. Like, I slept till about like 11:30, 12 noon. But like, it was I just got so caught up in stuff. Okay. Well, it's about time, so let's get everything started. 1 second. Close that. Okay. Grab my controller, make sure all my controls are set. Make sure all of my... Alright, all of my controls are set. Alright. How do I turn down the music? I'll just adjust the volume manually. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Let's start this new game and experience this together. I have the volume on it turned down really quietly because I don't know if it's going to play any of the theme songs, and I don't know if those are DMCA safe. I know people have done stuff of it, but most of them were like very small channels with not a whole lot of view counts, which, I mean, I'm not one to talk because my channel is really small anyway, but they were like pre-recorded stuff instead of being streamed stuff was what I saw. So I don't know if they're going to be any kind of like DMCA stuff. So I'm just staying safe here, okay? I feel doing the Command Wolf battle. Earth. What a name, Earth. Will never be fit for the throne at this rate. Maybe I'll have a Thiel show up on my Lancer game. In the far reaches of the galaxy host planet Z, home to powerful metallic life forms known as Zoids. Possessing their own will to fight, Zoids were utilized as the ultimate weapons in a war across planet Z. The war between the Empire and the Republic finally started to fade, and the world returned to the peace it once knew. However, at that very moment in the small kingdom of Arcadia, disturbing occurrences began to surface around an ancient relic. Once more, the shadow of war loomed, and the only hope of saving the world rested with a group of young Zoids pilots. Prince Ethiel. Oh, look at that. That face is so funny. You were daydreaming again, weren't you? Don't you think that's okay, Prince? Just because there's peace right now doesn't mean war can't break out at any time. I spoke to Jack. I know you've been skipping his combat training lessons. This isn't a laughing matter. You'd be out there on the battlefield with us. So in order to be ready for that, you have to learn how to fight in combat. You don't think it's necessary? There's no way a war would break out? Is that what you think? Regina's just making a bunch of assumptions. Well, nevertheless, that doesn't make it okay to just neglect your studies. Skipping lessons halfway through is out of the question. When you do things like that, everyone sort of makes fun of you. Since you're supposed to be the next king of Arcadia and all. So please try and keep that in mind. You've already wasted enough time. Let's begin your lesson of Arcadian history. Continuing from yesterday, chapter 8 of your book. And ever since, we have maintained peaceful relations with the Republic. Deal. Shall we take a break? Yes, please. Okay, so now you can suddenly speak. Fine, just a small break, but don't you dare leave the room. I'll be right back. Looking for something, Earth? Oh, Jack. Nothing in particular, just had some time to spare is all. I see. I was wondering if Ethiel had cut class again and you were looking for him. He's been skipping your classes as well? Yeah. That prince is a real piece of work. It's things like that that give him a reputation. He's certainly carefree. I know, right? We're in the castle, you know. It's not the place to be saying things like that. It's not such a big deal. I've been hearing similar things from people in the castle recently. Jack, really? Even though he's the one who will lead the entire kingdom one day? Indeed. You're right, he does look like Brad. Hair might be a little bit shorter though. I mean, Brad's hair might be shorter. At this rate, the future of the kingdom is worrisome. Maybe my teaching hasn't sunk in properly yet. No matter how hard we try, if he has no motivation, nothing will come of it. I suppose you're right, but... Is something the matter? Oh, nothing. It's just, I sense something special in him. Can't you sense something too? Not particularly. How should I describe it? It's like there's some enormous sort of potential. What do you mean exactly? You've lost me. It's hard to put it into exact words. Enormous potential, huh? Have either of you two seen a Theo? Some Lego thing? Oh my goodness. Hey Okusen, I was telling them about your adventures of your character in Sunday's game and the havoc that you wrought as you played with forces you didn't understand. We haven't seen him. Where is he gone? I told him not to go anywhere in the middle of our lesson. Your crimes? Like, it was interesting because, like, your character had a point that, like, they didn't know how much destruction the Death Sora would cause upon being released, but that's part of the problem, that you woke up a thing without knowing what was going to happen. Not the problem. That was a big part of what happened. That really kind of defined some of your characters. I don't know if recklessness is the right word. But some of your characters' attitude with like how they see danger in life. All right. Yeah. Like that was what see if there's any items. Like that was what Roma's character was like troubled by, was the fact that like you played with powers you didn't understand. But like that's part of the thing, that like you woke it up without knowing how dangerous it was. That's part of like the recklessness of like okay. Yeah. Most definitely. And you all brought it down relatively quickly. No, I don't want to go there. Like, you just had one round of combat with it. Just wait till it's finished. That was an unfinished one. Just started. We're in the introductory stuff right now. So basic story, this takes place on planet Z, and it's in the kingdom of Arcadia. It's in a time of peace between... it's in a time of peace between the Empire and the Republic, and it deals with the kingdom of Arcadia, which is a third kingdom that maintains healthy relations and peaceful relations with both the Empire and the Republic. Like the main military force is led by the three beasts, three pilots specifically chosen by the king in order to lead their military and to help with peace negotiations. One representative from the Empire, one representative from the Republic, and then one representative from the Kingdom of Arcadia. And that's what the Three Beasts logo is down there, I believe. You do know a little bit about Zoids now. I mean, I drip feed a little bit of the lore in there. Okay. King, soon to be king. You were playing as the prince, who's notorious for skipping class. I don't think there was anything else over here to explore. No, nothing else. Okay. Seen everything on this floor. What's on this floor? Prince, you've run off again. You mustn't trouble Regina like that. It's very important that you consider how your actions might affect her position. The three legendary dogs, yeah. Sure to study up on team battle formations. Did I see if there's anything in the... Nope, nothing in there. Okay. Oh, did I go? I went back upstairs instead of going downstairs again. I feel like there's got to be a way to like get something from in here. And all those crates, you like playing so many years of playing RPGs, you expect there to be an item hidden in there. What's this? Special permission is required to go down there even for you, Prince. Okay. His Highness was looking for you. My father was. You'd better run along, or should we continue where we left off earlier? Nope. Also, Ogusen, I finished another, making another license for the House of Z. That'll be one of the first ones you all get access to if you make allies with the Helic Republic. You'll follow my footsteps. I keep saying Athel, but it's Athel. Like, that name, it's just weird. I keep saying Athel, but it's Athel. You have to stop skipping class all the time. I kind of had a heart attack for a second because there was that moment in the session when like Juno was like, maybe we should just leave the baronies and stick to the Union controlled planets. And I was just like, oh no, Are you all just going to completely avoid the baronies now after I went through all of that to learn about the barony stuff and to put together an entire barony storyline? Did I make it too difficult? Did I make it too complicated? But then you all decided you're going to make allies so that you could still get access to... You're still going to gain access to getting Zoids licenses. I still have to make the rest of them, but like both the Helic Republic and the Gylos Empire have different Zoids licenses that they can grant you access to. And that'll be a thing that you all will have to deal with, of like who you want to make allies with. Which flying ones? The Redler, the one that escorted your thing back, or are you talking about the Sea Strikers, the ones that hover right above the ground and have 20 evasion and dodged a charged particle blast? They're fast. They're fast with some electronic warfare. They're based on the Hornets. They're based on the Hornet NPC. So they're really fast. They can jam the enemies with some of their tech, and they have heat missiles. And what's funny is they actually took down a structure from the Death Star, not a structure, a stress, because of their heat missiles. And I was like, wow, nobody else could really do damage, but if that concentrated group of the 4 of them had kept firing their heat missiles, they probably would have eventually taken down the Death Star. Between that and the Killer Spiner hacking it. Alright. Did nothing wrong. Gonna punish anyone, let it be me. That's enough. Why would I punish Regina? But you've done well. As for you, Ethel, what is your role? Yeah. Alright. And the ancient relic that lies in the depths of this castle. Ooh. Jack is thinking something about Earth. The peace we enjoy is merely temporary. We've worked tirelessly to maintain the balance of power between the Republic and the Empire. Arcadia. Hey, Tibonius. This is a game that never actually made it to America. It's Zoids versus DS. Sorry, not Zoids versus. Zoids Saga DS, which is a retelling of the first Zoids Saga game, which I haven't played because I played Zoid Legacy, which did get over-released in the US, which was Zoids Saga 2. Yes, definitely the fun of being a DM, Nabiru. Do all that prep work, and then there's a chance when the players are just like, what if we just go somewhere else? But someone made an English patch, and I've been dealing with some Zoid stuff, and I was kind of in the mood, so I was like, why don't we do a stream of this game? Power of either of them, or even worse, a separate power were to interfere, that alone could cause this balance to crumble. Exactly, Tibonius. Open fire. It's always left. Being attacked from the south. The castle walls are being attacked by the Republic. It can't be. Poor Jack. Jack's the representative from the... So, like, I've done all this preparation for the new region of space the players wanted to go to. And, like, in last night's session, they made a really powerful enemy. And one of the players, when they were deciding what to do next, was like, what if we just left and went to a completely different region of space? And then me, the DM, who just spent like 2 weeks learning this chunk of the Lancer lore and putting together plot hooks and storylines dealing with this region of space, was just kind of like screaming inside. But I didn't say anything because, like, it's the story's about the players. If the players want to leave, they're going to leave, right? But they ended up deciding to not do that, at least not yet. And it was just like, I still have to make the Iron Kong as one of the Lancer NPCs. Pivot, yes, exactly, Tibonius. I realize I'm being a little bit loud. I gotta watch my volume. Castle walls have been breached. Yeah, that's about what happened, Okusen. Okusen plays in the Sunday campaign, and Okusen's character realized that they hate the leadership in that region and wanted to tear down the government, and was perfectly okay with causing a massive planetary scale destruction. Take Athel with you and escape. Your Highness, Father, I'll stay and fight. Both the Republic and the Imperial armies, we don't stand a chance. No doubt they're looking for the ancient relic. This is getting real complicated. Earth 2, it can't be. So I ask you, 3 Beast Warriors, take Athel and protect the ancient relic. It must never fall into the wrong hands. Now go. I want your Highness. Athel, listen to what the 3 Beast Warriors tell you and fulfill your destiny as prince. Now go. Father. Go at once. Go. Forgive me for burdening you with such a dangerous task. Somehow, someway, please make it out safely. We have to hurry, Prince. Learned a new ability, friendship. I never learned how to use those. Well, I think it's an ability you use in combat if the combat works the same way as it does in Legacy. Prince, hurry to the basement. What is it, Prince? They're here. The ones after the ancient relic, after all. What could the ancient relic be? Prince goes to listen to the door. Surrounding the castle will suffice, but first close off the basement. They're not Republic or Empire. What could be happening? Let's save the talk for later. You have to focus on escaping quickly as possible. Agreed, Prince. Let's go. Right. What's that? I've never seen this Zoid before. This Zoid, it's the Princess Sorrow Knight. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've heard of that one either. Sorrow Knight, your father prepared it for when you became a fully fledged Zoid pilot. Father. But can I even pilot it properly? Prince, it'll be alright. The Zoid Commander will support us. What's that? Attached to the side of your head, Prince. The Zoid Commander will assist by relaying your thoughts to the Zoid on the battlefield. That's what it does. Isn't that right, Regina? So even if his piloting skills aren't enough, he can still control the Zoid. That will come in handy. This is getting complicated. So Prince, take this as well. It's the arm retcon. Arm retcon. You can press the X button to switch between the radar and the status screen. Using the radar screen, you can determine the location of enemies along with other useful information by pressing the L and R buttons. You can swap between radar modes and necessarily fit the situation. Here they come. Prince, we don't have much time. Move the Zoid into the Gustav. Alright, Zoids are loaded. Let's get out of here. They've already made their way down here. Alright, Prince, control's been passed over to you. Gotta hold yourself, Athel. Right, let's hurry and escape the castle. Okay. Okay. save the data real quick for how far we've made it. Turn on the radar, see if there's any items. Use the radars. Oh, item mode is what I want. Okay. The chest nearby the radar will detect them, which sounds useful. However, you can't use the enemy scanner mode in dungeons, so be careful. Oh, okay. Who the heck were those guys earlier? Not sure, but they sure weren't friendly. What do you think, Regina? I've never seen them either, but for the time being, of course. First, let's focus on escaping safely and regrouping. We'll take back the castle. And the royal family's ancient relic, too. I wonder what the relic could be. I haven't the slightest idea either. It has to be in the castle's sealed room. When we take back the castle, maybe we'll find out. Earth is right. There's nothing we can do about it at the moment. Anyway, I wonder where this tunnel leads. The exit shouldn't be far from here. Let's get moving, Prince. Right. I want this. True. Get in the Zoids, Shinji. I mean, Prince. Yes. The Trinity Liger. The Trinity Liger. I've never heard of that Zoid before. They say it was made to protect the ancient Arcadian relic. It looks... its Zoid core is dead, but we can still use the Z data. Think of it like a blueprint for creating Zoids from Zoid cores. With modern Arcadian technology, we can develop new Zoids at the town research lab using Z data. If we have the right Zoid core and parts, that is, and money, of course. So I got the Z data for the Trinity Liger. Poor thing. Let's try going to Arcana town nearby for the time being. Let's split up and check this place out. There seems to be a lot of enemies on watch. They're really making it known, making what known? That control of the town has changed hands. They want to make that apparent. Hey, you little punks. Didn't you hear you aren't supposed to leave your houses? I didn't hear nothing. Oh, why you gotta pick a fight, Earth? What'd you just say? You punks seize them. Excuse our rudeness, sir. We've only just arrived here from the countryside. The countryside? Where in the countryside? Why have you come to Arcadia? We're from the north. Past the mountains. I don't know if I believe you. Come on, you're coming with us. Ooh. Enough talk. Old man shows up and saves the day. Oh, Thomas, you made it. I was waiting for you. Uncle, long time no see. I just arrived. These are friends of yours? I'm Roman, the caretaker of this village, of this town. These people are my relatives. This is Thomas. That's right, I'm Thomas. Is this true? Seems like a bit far-fetched. It's the truth, I swear. We're watching you. You're Prince Athel, correct? And what about yourself, old man? I'll tell you everything. Come inside. So, old man you used to be, I worked under the king of Arcadia. But that was a long, long time ago. Do you have any information about the enemy? How about the state of the castle? Please tell us. A man called the Emperor. Not ostentatious name at all. Just the Emperor. Seems to be behind all this. The Emperor. Who on earth is that? I'm not sure. But he suddenly amassed his own army. He's certainly no pushover. When I saw the castle catch fire, they swooped in and attacked in the blink of an eye. And no one knows what befell His Majesty the King. I see. We're in a tough spot. Even with all this information, there's not much to go on. Well. Is there something else? Right. I heard something about the castle's sealed room. Sealed room? That's a forbidden area, so the enemy was after the ancient relic after all. It's still too early to jump to that conclusion, but it's the only clue we have, indeed. We don't have time to stand here and worry. Agreed, we'll have to go chase after them. That's mighty convenient for you, wouldn't you say? You're welcome to stay and hide here, Prince. Thank you, Roman. But we have to go. We have to. I suppose I can't stop you, Prince. Try not to overexert yourself, right. And another thing, be extra careful of the Emperor's 4 Heavenly Kings. Of course, it's 4 Heavenly Kings. I understand. Right, let's get ourselves ready, Regina. Earth, it doesn't seem like you're... So, one thing, the 3 beasts were selected by... The 3 beast pilots were selected by the King of Arcadia to be the leaders of their military and to be part of his personal guard. Jack is from the Republic, Earth is from the Empire, and Regina is from Arcadia. And they were intentionally selected to be from different places. So that's where this is happening. Where like Jack is suspicious of Earth. Seems I was able to fool Regina, but not yourself, right? I'd expect nothing less from a former Republic ace pilot. Let's be serious, talk to me. Alright, I can't hide it from you. I came from an Imperial secret task force. I was specialized in carrying out unofficial duties. An Imperial spy, is that correct? Yeah, you could say that. It's not really he's not really a spy if you know he's the Empire representative of your military. What was your objective? The ancient Arcadian relic. I was tasked with investigating it. I understand now. If the ancient relic were to have unknown power, that would be a threat to the Empire. Is that really everything? If the Empire wanted to, they could gain a lot of leverage. For example, it wouldn't be surprising if they ordered you to bring the prince back to the Empire alive. If that was the case, they wouldn't be doing this. The Empire is attacking Arcadia as well. This is about more than getting leverage for some political power in play. That makes sense, but can I completely trust you? Depending on what happens, you and I, don't get so carried away, Jack. I'm not stupid enough to pick a fight with you. And if we were to fight, it'd probably be to no end. And then what would happen to the prince? You're right. Right now, we need your strength. Regina just walks up. What are you two doing? We're all prepped and ready to go. Let's go, Earth. All right, give it your best out there, Jack. So, fun fact. This is an English patch of a Japanese game, and the translator inserted himself as this bartender. I'm a ROM hacker and translator. Welcome to my English patch. I hope you have an amazing time finally playing Zoids Saga DS in English. Shoutouts to Azerty1 and Umach for giving me a head start on hacking tools, and Chobifo for helping proofread my scripts for the game. Have fun, everyone. And the waitress is Chobifo. I can't believe Tracy Trace turned me into a waitress. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Huh? So I played through to do my settings so I could actually stream it, but like this is as far as I got. So everything after this is completely new to me. All right. Head towards places marked with a red exclamation mark. Okay. The Emperors holed himself up in Arcadia Castle. He snuck in there while the Empire and Republic were busy staring each other down. Oh, okay. Scout mode can only be used in the field, but not in dungeons. Item mode can only be used in dungeons, but not in the field. Okay. Best to remember that. I'll keep that in mind. You can toggle the auto battle feature on and off by pressing the Y button in battle. Okay. See if there's any. It doesn't look like there's any items up here. Okay. Now let's go talk to people. A whole bunch of Zoids went into the castle. I saw it. Okay. Whoop. Since this is a casual playthrough, at some point I'll probably put in the code for infinite money. The one thing I have to remember is that if you because of how this game is coded, if you use a code for anything and you get that thing, you have to turn the code off before you save. So like if I want to get infinite money, I have to put the code in for infinite money, do something that updates my screen, like walk through a door, then turn the code off, because if you save with that, it'll corrupt your save and then you have to start over. Up until today, I truly thought the peace in this region would last forever. What are we going to do? Learn deck command blanks. Oh, I got the Z data for the command wolf. Cool. Have you used deck commands yet? By going into the strategy, then commands, you can choose up to 10 deck commands to equip for use in battle. You can use one deck command each turn, and you cannot use the same deck command more than once per battle. Deck commands really change the tide of battle. Please try them out. Here, take this deck command I made. Learn data gather. Okay. Core saver. Okay. If the battle ends this turn, gain Z data of a random enemy Zoid. Okay. Could you please have a look at the Z data? Oh, this is amazing. This is the Trinity Liger Z data, isn't it? How do you know about the Trinity Liger? I'm Dr. T. I'm in charge of the research in Arcana Town Research Lab. I've been researching the ancient relic at the request of the King of Arcadia. That's convenient. The Trinity Liger is especially interesting to me, but until now, it was nowhere to be seen. Where did you manage to find it? A hidden tunnel deep in Arcadia Castle. I see. Well, if you hadn't been down there, it probably would never have been found. Anyway, how is His Majesty? Safe and sound? Yes. So can we build the Trinity Liger using this data? If there were any other Zoid, it would be easy, but the Trinity Liger's core is special. Might not be any more that exist in the world. Without one, we won't be able to build another Trinity Liger. I'm sorry to say. I see. Only we had its Zoid core. Okay. Alright, I need... Oh, it builds off a Liger 0. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. So this is essentially the Pokemon Center. Let me... Oh, so this is what it comes with built in. Okay. Actually, I should probably put... Yeah, put the machine gun on. Cool. Got the machine gun on mounted on there, so I have a better ranged attack. Okay. What do you have to say? Katie is under the control of our Emperor's army. Anyone who opposes us will be arrested. Okay. I think you can only go in the doors that are open. Strutting around like they own the place. Don't think this is over, but it wasn't the prince. Okay. No one is allowed in or out of this place. You can't just walk out of here. Okay, I already talked to you. I'm leaving the area. Okay. Oh, this is the weapon shop. Weapons have 4 main types: shelling, laser, melee, and anti-air. Anti-air weapons are more effective against flying Zoids. Also, there's support equipment you can equip to your Zoids to defend against different attack types. I see from the weapons screen, you can see which type of weapon it is by looking at type on its stats. Even if you buy weapons, you still have to equip them in your Zoids. Choose your Zoid to equip the weapons to the Zoid icon on your menu screen. Selecting change weapons at the bottom of the screen will let you equip and unequip things from your Zoids. Okay. Oh, got a small thruster. Defense up. All right, we'll load up the Sauron Knight with a booster. What have we got? I got a machine gun, anti-air Vulcan, cannon, 2 missiles, laser gun, charge particle gun. Expensive is that? That's expensive. Only thing I can buy is a cannon. You can get some plating, laser shield, anti-laser shield. What is my... Oh, accuracy up. Okay. I can get a cannon. Or an anti-air Vulcan. I don't have any anti-air stuff. Or I can get I have a machine gun. In case I get hit by any aerial enemies. Oh, got money. Oh, this is the item shop. Okay. Ally Zoids cannot move, but one chosen Zoid recovers all of its energy points. Ooh. Okay, so I think I've been to everything in this town. Let's see if I can just, I can just walk out. Oh. Oh no, they already knew. All right, now we get the battle tutorial. 3 Mulgas. Okay. Much EP does 11 EP. Okay. Should have used the one to get should have used the one to get the Mulga Z data. I don't really care about getting Mulga Z data. Our could have used the one to get back the Mulga Z data if I'd realized I was gonna win that fast. I thought it was gonna be tutorial stuff. All right. I want to see if those guards are still around here. Oh my gosh, the bad guys ran away, so everyone said something different. I want to see if they say different things at the bar. Okay. Okay. Took an hour to get through the first part to actually get the game to open up, but Ooh, a thousand gold pieces. Okay. It's a Geysack. I need to fight things to gain XP, but I don't want to lose health. I got a healing item. Let's do a battle with the Geysack. Oh, 4 Securiuses, not Geyzacks. Glad I have AoE. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to press the thruster. I just wasted that deck command. Looks like we're getting day together. That'd be really difficult if I didn't have, Oh, they all go up a level next level. Okay. Oh, I've taken some damage. Oh, geez, yeah, I got a Mulga. That's a lot of enemies. I could just open with friendship. Let's... Okay, glad I did that. Okay. That was a lot of damage. jeez. These things hit hard. Oh, of course it misses. Oh dear. Oh, I can't even use the machine gun because it only hits one square ahead. It's in the back row. One target, 3. Okay. Glad I got that evasion up. Oh my gosh, this is almost like a boss battle. Oh, it can wait? Oh, they can just wait. All right, now I gotta double back because there's no way I'm doing this without. Oh, I have to repair it at the lab? Oh, geez, so I have to double back. That kicked my butt. Well, can I see if there's anything further up here? Nope, there's enemies further down there. I need to heal before I go further. I feel like I entered a dangerous area. I'm wondering if there's supposed to be somewhere else I'm supposed to go because, like, these things are hitting hard. Nope, this is where we're supposed to go. How do... Gotta put him back on there. Okay. Alright. I forgot to see if, well, no, got a decent amount of money. I probably need to get some healing items if I'm gonna go, if that's the next thing I gotta do. Well, for starters, okay. I'll actually, let me buy some healing items. That's weapons. I could buy weapons, but let me buy... Okay. And then weapons. That hits one target at one space away, one target 2 spaces away, 2 spaces away, 3 spaces away. That one would be good for the prince. 3 spaces away with Pierce. I could get some plating. Defense up. I don't know how well defense up works. This looks like it's good against everything. Okay. Oh, geez. That's some really low defense. But high agility. Okay. Okay. I probably need to level up. But I want to see what's that other city over there. See if I can get to it before I have to head out. Oh, oops. Iguans. Okay. Okay, so this is going better. 30 damage when we have 67 HP? Oh, that was a good payday. Uh, oh my gosh. I don't have a blocks or an insect type Zoid. And I'm not going to be meleeing with the thing with one HP. Okay, so he's good at melee. He can be good at a lot of things. But he should have an equipped with defense up equipment. Okay. So Jack should be the one with the this one is okay. Okay, it's a lot of strategy. I'm putting the thing on her so that way she'd be fast enough to hit the fast aerial Zoids before they take us down. Oh my gosh, taking so much damage. Oh gosh, I thought I could get away from that. Oh, some Godos. I'm going open with friendship. But you kind of love this? What do you kind of love about it, Okusen? Oh my gosh, you just cannot hit. They put Armored Core in my Dragon Quest. I guess you could think of it that way. I should have used the thing so I would have got extra weapon break, L expert. That was not what I wanted to do. Oh, geez. This is... How am I doing on HP? I'm doing fine on HP right now. Oh, jeez. At least the aerial ones aren't doing much damage. $35. So this is one mechanic I remember from Zoids Legacy, that whenever all of the units in the front row are defeated, the units in the back row get pushed forward. Oh my gosh. Cannot hit. All right, got one of them. Just cannot hit for squat. Okay. I have any deck commands I want to use? At least the flying ones are only doing like 1 damage. Would be nice if this hit anything. It has a 71% hit chance. Don't want to run because these guys are only doing it like, oh, woo, that was a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. I love that it finally hit and the anti-air weapon wasn't able to take out the flying machines. All that, and I just find out, okay, this isn't the place for detours. Oh, well, bugger. Okay. How am I doing on health? I think I can last 1 round before I need to use friendship. Okay. Of course they do the smoke screen. Oh, that was... Keep missing on a 71%. Oh, that hits like a truck. These things use lasers, so blanks isn't gonna help me. Okay. 49. $43. Let's boost that agility because he is way too squishy. Finally, I could have used the one to gain the Geysack data. Flying, honed, healing pro. Well, let's see what that is. Ooh, wolf. %% bonus when using it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, got honed, so that'll be extra evasion. Break enemy weapons with melee attacks. Okay. I don't know why I ran this way. I know where I'm going. Okay, what do I want to do? I have money, so I can buy stuff now. I'm just mad that Earth is like a level below everybody else because of that one time when he was defeated. Whatever. I'm sure that by the time it gets like actually relevant, let me see how much it costs to if getting a full repair. Oh, just talking to him brings the Zoids up to full health. Okay, so he is the Nurse Joy. Okay. I guess I'll buy some plating. Thing is, the anti-laser shield does more, but only affects lasers. This is melee, laser, and bullet. How much energy is... That's 10 EP use. I'd never be able to use the charge particle gun. Maybe could use the cannon. Oh, 2 adjacent. Pierce, so it goes through two things. Block means it hits a block of things. Okay. Let's buy some plating. Okay, got a little bit of defense up. Not much money left. Okay. Let's see if can I just go up the way I came? No, that would have been too simple. All right, so I have to go up the other way. Okay. Yeah, but this is definitely a fun game. I could definitely see myself sinking hours into this game, which is probably why it's a good thing that I'm doing this on stream. Because if I wasn't doing this on stream, I would probably just lose so much time playing the game. Oh, geez, what's this? A cannon tortoise? Oh, guy's axe and a cannon tortoise. Oh, geez. Let's see what we got. Okay. Oh, that was a good chunk of damage. This is going much better. Besides taking that big... Oh my gosh, that huge damage. Okay, that one wasn't bad. That one was really bad. Now we use HP recovery. This is not dodging. Okay, so the only one who's not at full health right now is Athel. Athel. I'm going to say it right eventually. Ah, jeez. Thought I could go around him. All right. I want to take out that cannon Molga before it hits me with its barrage. Why are you just chipping away at Earth? What Earth do to you? What you got for me? When you attack the enemy, they blow up and completely vanish off screen. That is also true. Oh no. If you see those things, all of these Zoids that we're fighting right now, the wandering Zoids have AI controls. They're being controlled by, like, they're wild Zoids that just roam randomly. Some enemies do have pilots, which we'll deal with later. But right now, all the Zoids we're fighting are just AI-controlled wild Zoids that roam. What? I don't need... Oh. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, pretty much. Finally hit one. Oh my gosh, I could have used friendship and gotten some health back. Oh well, I'll open with friendship on the next fight. I'll wait till he patrols back around. That see, it has the model of a Gogulus, but I know it's probably a Godos. One around it, cool. Gotta save my energy for later floors. We're not doing half bad. That's funny. They've already taken it. Alright, the enemy got it. You're too slow, little rodents. So we're fighting more command wolves. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of damage. All right. We're chucking through these things. That machine gun seems like it's really not helping. Of course, you got the smoke screen. I should have done the Zoid Core one so I could get a Command Wolf Zoid Core and make a Command Wolf for Athel. Considering how often I miss on 73%. I have data. I need Command Wolf Core. Hey, we take those. 3,000 gold. Melee Pro, Fortifier Counter, Earth grew to level 5. Medium Expert, ooh, I'll take that. Anti-Air Pro, okay. Oh no, the ruins. Anti-laser shield. Oh, I could put double plating. Okay, because he gets more out of defense up parts. Come on, no. Oh, no, please not flying. Oh my gosh. Flying Zoids, this is gonna suck. Okay. How am I doing on health? I'm pretty good on health. Earth can use a little bit of healing, but these guys don't do a whole lot of damage. Okay. Anybody else need healing? Jack? He took... I'll use the healing. This is just painful. Okay. Cool. Okay. How much? He's got 9. Glad I got that. Okay. Okay, alright, so I realize I've just been like very silently playing, and that may not be the most entertaining thing in the world, but I'm having fun. Gonna jump up there and bite it. Okay. Cool. Got a IS level core. Oh, there's another item. Okay. Gonna wait for that to move. Yep. Okay. Could just go. Gosh, it's almost 11 o'clock. Oh no, please just be Godos. Please just be Godos. Oh, Iguans. Okay, that's not so bad. They don't have the charged particle guns. Health-wise, I'm looking okay. Okay. Well, okay, the sprite that was walking around was a Gogulus. If I fought a Gogulus in my current state, I would get curb stomped. Like, they fake you out with these, like, really dangerous ones. Jeez, Prince is really, really... that command, friendship... Okay. Cool. Awesome. Outstanding. Oh, no, Rev Raptors. Oh, well, they're not Rev Raptors yet. I don't want to deal with that cannon remolga. Oh, why is that thing dodging? Okay. Of course it misses the 80 The 80% one, it misses. I mean, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Okusen. Okay. All right. Cool. That wasn't so bad. Ooh, there's another thing that leads out here. Let me see. All right. I made a save state in case this takes me somewhere with a cutscene because I want to see both things. Oh, so that one takes me to the wider thing. Oh, gosh. These are just Geysax. Of course his evasion goes up. Okay, good. It misses. How do you miss a cannon tortoise? I'll focus on the cannon tortoise till, Okay, well, cannon tortoise is down. Do I need healing? Does anybody need healing? Let's friendship. Just to keep everybody topped up. Ooh, cool. Level 6. Blocks, aquatic, iron defense. Ooh, I'll grab that iron defense. Ba ba da ba da. Counterattacking chance. Oh, that's interesting. Could make him a melee pro, but I'd have to change machines. Fence up equipment. Okay, fortifier. I don't know if I want to grab counter yet. Plus 10% in the front row, minus 10% when in the back row. Size of this one is S, M, M. Oh, that's an S? And I got rid of his S bonus. Ah. Because I thought it was oh, whatever. I eventually want to put him in the Trinity Liger. Ha, we are like, I want to see where this goes. Move, I don't want to fight you. Come on. Well, we're fighting anyway. Olga's. Why are there 6 of them? Okay. All right. Why are they taking so much damage to him? I could have done that differently. Okay. It's got to do 1 damage. Can you hit a target? Nope, you cannot hit a Mulga. Okay. Ooh, I could probably make a cannon Mulga. Alright, so this whole thing just led to this. 2,000 gold. Okay. I want to keep playing. I want to make a license for Command Wolf. Oh no, not a flying Zoid. Oh, it's just Petrus's. Okay. better off with his Electro Fang. 53. So yeah, if you see in there whenever I'm fighting, it has the picture of whoever's fighting in the left. When I'm fighting those enemies, you see those little square thingies are the computers, the computer systems that are controlling the wild Zoids. So just learn the Kyoryugers are going to be in Osama Sentai King Onger, but King is not going to be part of the Kyoryugers. That's bizarre. Why not? Finally hit something. All right, had a rough start, but I'm finally hitting my stride here. Ah, could be. Ah, what was this? Okay. It's like I keep avoiding dealing with the cannon Mulga because I don't want to deal with artillery fire, but like it's probably not that bad. Like, but just taking any damage can be brutal this early in the game. Stuff is either really easy or like really deadly. Okay. I know I'd normally end by now, but I want to see to the end of this dungeon. Oh, protection against melee, defense up 20. Ooh. That'll be good. He's my main melee guy. Okay. All right. Good night, Silva. Thanks for coming to stream. It was good having you. Alright, what do I want to do? Do I want to heal? Oh, gosh. More Godos. I don't like the Godos because they have the charged particle beams. They have the lasers. Okay. All right, this is going to branch off in a lot of different places. Come on, move. Nope, ran into the Molgas. I'm probably going to... I don't want to get lost in here. Did just under what I needed to defeat them. Of course, that does 10 damage. One down. Okay. Gonna stop here for tonight. I was hoping to get to the end of the dungeon. Next time we do this, we should hopefully be able to get to the end of the dungeon. I'm hoping. Let's change over to just chatting. Change up the music a little bit. That was fun. It was fun delving into that and like exploring the story and the characters and the RPG elements. So Zoids Saga 1 introduced the enemies like this, where the enemies roam around on the map and you find them. If you run into them, then it goes to the battle screen. Zoids Saga 2 got rid of that in exchange for completely random battles that would just come out of nowhere. And I don't know what I like. I kind of liked that because it made it a lot easier to to get XP and to get money and whatnot. But this adds a different level of challenge where like you have some idea of what you're about to run into when you run into it. Which is pretty neat. It's pretty neat, and I can see why people like this one with these mechanics. We haven't even gotten to the weird time travel shenanigans yet. We're still on the base story in Arcadia. Maybe I should introduce Arcadia as a third faction. I don't know enough about it because I never played the first Zoids game, the first Zoids Saga game. So like this is a retelling of the first Zoids Saga game, so I don't really know anything to really pull from. And they weren't ever featured. The Kingdom of Arcadia was never featured in any Zoids anime, manga, or battle stories. I guess that means if I were to feature them in Lancer, I can make them whatever I want them to be. But that was fun. Might let myself get obsessed with it. Play some more on Friday. We'll see. I try to rotate things up so I'm not always doing the same thing. But like I'm kind of in the groove with the Zoid stuff. So like I don't know. Kind of want to just delve into it. We'll see what happens. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might be completely over this by Friday. We'll see. I gotta work on the rest of the Zoids licenses for the players to run into. It's funny because like I made the whole thing for the Gundam licenses, but I based that on someone else's work. So I don't really know how balanced that is, and I'm not about to like put that whole thing up and ask someone to go through all of it just to tell me what's balanced and what's not. And I'm not really motivated to delve that hard into the Gundam stuff to make the Gundam stuff super balanced. If something gets used and it's OP, we'll nerf it. I don't know if you're still here, Okusen, but I was curious, how did you like the pivot of the of SET as now being the Gundam Development Company, the GDC? You made a joke about it, that it's no longer set in stone. Now it's the GDC in stone, so I figure you liked it. But yeah, that was fun. We'll see more of it later. I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna go through this game. Like, I could definitely see myself doing an infinite, a maximum money cheat code just to be able to like upgrade, because that's like super restrictive, being able to like upgrade, because they hit you hard. Like, these things pile on the damage really early. Like, when you've got at level 1, I had maximum of 79 HP on any of my characters, and like some of these enemies were doing like 15 to 20 damage in a single hit. I was like, what? I guess I can show you the license I was working on today. Ah, I see Okusen posted something in my Discord for the game. Some stuff they're thinking about for their mech. Thinking about doing Emperor. Okay. All the overshield shenanigans. Anyway, let's see. So one of the people at in the Lancer Discord recommended I use this formatting in order to make it easier to read. So let me show you. I guess before we end, I'll show you one of the licenses that'll be one of the first ones available to the players if they partner with the Helic Republic in the game. Come on. Is it not? Cool. Okay. So this is the Koenig Wolf, which is this wolf that's really fast with a thing that flips down to give it a sniper scope on its head. Made it really fast, kind of fragile. It's only got 8 HP and no armor, but it has 10 evasion and 8 E defense, but 5 speed. Give it quadrupedal. People suggested I take off the limitation on prone. I mean, I'm not on prone. The limitation on grappling because it didn't make sense for like for the bite force that you'd expect from a wolf. It's got advanced senses where it gets +1 accuracy to search checks, and once per round it can ignore the invisible status of a target if it consumes lock-on. At the AI tag, heavy, main, flex. And then it's got the dual scope headgear where activated as protocol. Until end of next turn, you can ignore hidden and invisible status on all enemies within sensor range, and your sensor range goes up to 20, which doubles the sensor range. Only you benefit from this, not your allies, and you can also apply lock-on to one target within sensors per turn as a free action. Then got the Electron Claws, which are does some burn and on crit can impair an enemy. Some boosters for essentially getting a free boost once per round, but it's not actually a boost, so it doesn't interact with all the things that say boost. And it's not free. It takes a quick action, so you can essentially boost twice if you boost and then do this. Missiles, the Electro Fang, which adds an effect onto its improvised attacks. Dual sniper rifle, which is essentially a weaker cyclone laser pulse rifle, but it doesn't have loading or ordnance, and it instead has doing some extra heat, and it does kinetic damage. And a cooling fan, which lets it, as a quick action, clear all of its heat, and create a burst 1 area of soft cover that lasts till end of turn. So, and yeah. Nope, you can see in the GIF that the sniper thing is like right behind the head and flips down over the eyes. But yeah, that's the Koenig Wolf. That's gonna be if the players partner with the Helic Republic, that's gonna be one of the first Zoids licenses that they gain access to, because it's the simplest one for the Helic Republic. I still have to make the Proto Zaber. That'll be the first one the players gain access to if they partner with the Gylos Empire. I'm actually proud of this one because like it's actually done. Like I can put like I'm confident from what I got from people. People looked at this and I processed all of the criticisms and input and was able to refine this idea into something that just really took shape. And it came out real good, I think. But yeah, that was what I did today. Work on this. I made the Electrofangs a system just to be like, so I wouldn't have another weapon on here. And I decided to have it interact with the improvised attack. I can see some of the players using this. Just because it's being able to detect things, having those advanced senses. Like I could see Maxim, one of the characters, using this for its advanced senses in order to be able to ignore invisible and hidden. Will ignore invisible on a target once per round that he hits with his missiles. And yeah, I could see that being a viable mech for and its missiles aren't bad. It's not as big missile as the Monarch, but it's got decent missiles. All right. But yeah. All of the things on here got reviewed and I'm real happy with it. Okay, so that was what I worked on there. I still have to code that. I still have to put it into the LCP, but that'll come later. All right. So let's wind down for the night. I know I can feel I got some rice and beans calling my name. Once we're done with stream tonight. But I think we had fun. Part of me wants to go back and play more Zoids, but I'm gonna have to make do with just designing Zoids licenses. That's what I'm gonna have to do to make do, or designing Zoids NPCs for my different games. Tomorrow night I have my other Lancer game, and they're fighting the Biozoids, which are completely different from the Degalda Empire, which are completely different types of enemies. And that's a completely different situation where there's no chance of them getting like Zoids licenses. That's not an option for them. For them, the Zoids are just NPCs. Which I think that's fine. Yeah, one of the players, Tibonius's character, has done some secrety stuff, so it causes this very interesting interplayer conflict, inter-party conflict, where like half the party is like not sure if they trust him, and because he's so off the wall and bizarre, it's just so unexpected, and creates this interesting scenario where, because he's so eccentric, right? Everybody expects him to do the most chaotic and destructive stuff. But of everyone in the party, he has caused the least amount of property damage and has harmed the least amount of people. Like the character, I mean, has caused the least amount of harm to like innocent bystanders and people that they're supposed to be protecting. He has caused the least amount of injury to anyone, but because of how eccentric he is, well, yeah, I'd say that's the best way to describe it, Nabiru. But yeah, it is great. It is really hilarious. But yeah, see, it's interesting for that game because I just planned for like a little bit of role play, some NPC interaction, and then going into the combat. And it makes things a lot simpler for planning the things, as I plan for what each individual thing is going to do and then lead into the combat. And I think that's been very interesting and effective for creating a very action-packed game. I think we've had more combat in the last like 2 months of running my Tuesday night game than we've had in the last like 5 months, like the last like three or 4 months in my Sunday night game, because we've had so many travel sessions and NPC interactions. Anyway, let's wind down for the night. Let's call it a night. For those of you who don't know, I'd like to speak positive things about my viewers, speak goodness into their life, and say all the things I hope and dream and believe about them in order to speak good things into everybody else's day. So I'm going to look at my chat and see how many people showed up in chat and everything else, and say some positive things. All right, everybody? So to Silva, to Nabiru, to Okusen, to Tibonius, to anyone else who watched the stream and didn't say anything in chat, and to everyone who watches this VOD afterwards, I want to say I love all of you and I believe in each and every one of you. I think that each one of you is a truly special, one-of-a-kind, and unique individual. I think that you all bring a special, one-of-a-kind energy to everything you do that only you can. I believe that each of you makes this world a better place by living in it, and I'm grateful every day to live in a world with you in it. Thank you for coming to my stream, and thank you for being a member of this community. Thank you for making everybody's day better. Always remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always stop to enjoy the memes. I do ask that you like the stream. It helps the algorithm with pushing it out to other people. It lets me know what people like and what they're watching. Gives me some rough idea of how many people are here at any given point in time, and just generally helps if you like the stream, as long as you actually enjoyed the stream. I'm always looking to bring new people into the community, so if you have any friends, family, relative, nemesis, arch enemies, co-workers, parent, neighbor that you think would enjoy my content, feel free to show them my content or invite them to the next stream. Next stream is going to be Friday, 8:30 p.m. EST. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing on YouTube, you could subscribe and ding the notification bell to let you know whenever I go live or when I release any new content. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing outside of YouTube, then you could follow me on X or Twitter and join my Discord. Links to all of that is down in the description below. I do want to give kind of a disclaimer that I do this as a hobby. I never want anyone to feel like they have to donate in order to help me survive, or that they are required to donate to be a member of this community, or that they have to pay in order to be welcome here. I never want anyone to ever feel that way. With that said, if you ever feel motivated to donate to improve the stream, to improve my life, to help me out at all, and you are in a position to do that safely and you want to do that, I welcome it. And I appreciate each and every person who's donated in the past, who's helped make things possible in my life, and who has helped better my situation. If you're ever interested in that, there are links where you can do that down in the description below. I hope that you all have a wonderful night. I will see all of you on Friday. Some of you I'll see before then, but I want you all to know that I think that you're wonderful. Have a great night, everyone.